thank you all for joining us for the Empowerment Talks today. I'm Jasmine Hilbert. I am the National Director of Outreach here at SMART Recovery. And today I have Matthew Mouse with me. And I am so excited to hang out with him and talk with him about just the work that he's doing with SMART Recovery and outreach and his meetings. So I'd like to get started and just ask you, what brought you here to SMART? How did you find out about us? What was your journey like here?
Well, I was in AA and NA for about 3 years.
Mhm.
I actually started my first couple of meetings in a SMART meeting at the old Cooley Recovery Center here in La Crosse
Okay.
with a different facilitator, and, it was at 5:30, it was the same time,
Mhm.
and, he was so interesting, like, the meeting was just so there was just so many interesting things about it. Then we had another lady that did a lot more education with the meeting, but then, after a few years of just being at AA and NA, I got back into SMART. We have it here on Wednesday nights in La Crosse, and I came to the meeting and I was like, this is something I want to get facilitated in. Like I've chaired AA and NA meetings, but I think that
Mhm.
the science and the therapy behind this program is something I want to do. So
That's awesome. So you said that it was like really interesting to you. Like, what about SMART would like really just grabbed you? Was it the science and like the CBT that we utilize, or like what was it that really just spoke to you?
I think two things like the crosstalk of like discussion or whatever of the different topics, at the beginning of the meeting, that
Yeah.
was just like something really, really I liked. Like it was different. And
Mhm.
it wasn't I didn't feel like I was just waiting in a circle for my turn to go, like at other meetings. And then the education piece for sure. I mean, like
Mhm.
just focusing on like urges for one night or
Yeah.
focusing cost benefit analysis or just like different it was just like different ideas things that especially like with healthy lifestyle like just
Mhm.
meditating, eating healthy, getting enough water, like they don't talk about that kind of stuff in AA and NA meetings. So I was just like, wow, this is really empowering. So
Oh, I love that. I love to hear that. Like it feels like it was like a holistic approach to you. Like just it took care of everything. You got your engagement, you got the education and the self-care pieces. And that's really important. When was it that you were like, I'm gonna be a facilitator?
thought
Like,
about it in May and then I got it in June.
okay,
So
this May?
yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're a fresh new. I love that. That's so
Yeah.
exciting. And then, so now that you are a facilitator and you're running meetings, how do you utilize SMART to empower others, yourself, and your community?
Well, what I love about the recovery center is
Mhm.
we mostly get people that have alcohol and drug abuse,
Mhm.
but I mean we do have people that come in with marijuana problems, gambling, eating disorders, and so that's really empowering. And I run a few other groups here at the center, and I try to get people to kind of come to Smart for that reason because I'm like, oh, we do everything in this group for addictive behaviors. Um, Sometimes I get a really quiet group
Mhm.
and topics can be a little hard. So I like made this jar of different topics about
Oh,
addiction, and I have them draw out a stick, and then that's the topic we'll talk about for 10 minutes. I'll like set a timer, and then because I mean that's the main part of the beginning of the meeting. So I also like the candy is something that like is very helpful for people, that have like anxiety and like, during the meeting they like just want to hold on to it or whatever. And then I always preach like having names 'cause I'm like so bad with names. So I'll get
mhm.
like 10 people and I have them fold it like a tent and then they'll have their name up. So because I'm constantly like calling on them. It's such an intimate setting,
Mhm.
So and then like definitely having the pamphlet because I can write on the back easily the meeting times and place. Like now we have it on Thursday nights too here. So
Mhm.
um and then we have Smart at Right Way Club as well on the north side. And so I have a lot of people that are like, I need that for my schedule. And I'm like, well, we got Smart, as we have Smart 5 nights a week here in La Crosse. So yeah.
Wow. 5 nights a week. So like Monday through Friday.
Yep.
Okay, that's awesome. And I absolutely love that popsicle stick idea. Like that is genius. I need to figure out how to do that for my virtual meetings, like something like that. Like, okay, it's quiet. What are we gonna? Because I
Yeah.
usually try to have like a lesson or something prepared. So if nothing kind of comes up in the check-in, then I still have like a backup. But I really like that popsicle stick idea because it's like it's a surprise for everyone. We
Well, the
just
topics are so in important at the beginning of the meeting to
Mhm.
go through and have that discussion. I don't wanna just go right to the education, so that's why I adapted that idea, so
I like that. And I really love that you have like the tense because you recognize like, hey, I'm not good at names. So having like the tense where people can have their names and that is just another way to just make someone feel welcome and included. And then just the thoughtfulness about even having the candies, if they have anxiety or anything like that, like just something to keep their hands busy or to kind of munch on or just anything. So I love that like you have really thought out like everything. It's very methodical and like I really appreciate that and it does feel incredibly inclusive.
thank you.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about the outreach work that you're doing in lacrosse.
Yeah, so this is kinda interesting. It's the first time I'm doing this. I'm bringing SMART out to the lacrosse community, and I'm bringing it to different types of, like, markets, downtown sales, and college back to school events.
Okay.
And, we partnered with the downtown, um Main Street group, and they
Mhm.
partner with all the different businesses downtown.
Mhm.
And as a nonprofit, came to them and said, "Well, we are a recovery group, and I really want us to be known for people that are wanting to, know that they have education meetings available." So I asked her, I said, "Can I table at one of your events?" And she said, "Of course." And it's really fun. They have like face painting, they have like horses, they have music, they have bands, they have and then they have the sale going on all around. So, I mean, it's a very different environment for Smart to be advertising in, but I think it's just going to be really a lot of fun. I think the Viterbo event, that's our university here in Lacrosse. I think that next Thursday is going to be really fun event because there's just like a movement right now with the youth in this country about wanting to be sober and thinking sober is like a really positive thing. So I think that we're gonna get a lot of people to come to the table, and I plan on pumping the music and everything, and just like it's gonna be a really good time. So yeah,
I love hearing that. And then you said you were doing some back to school events for on like college campuses. What does that look like?
yeah. So the one at Viterbo will be one of them, and we'll be
Mhm.
giving out the door prize, which is pretty exciting. Each booth gives out a door prize, and then we'll table at EW Lacrosse too. So
That's awesome. So with all of these events coming up, where can anyone in lacrosse find your booth and meet you? What's the day? What's the time?
oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So, like, this Saturday and
Okay.
we're actually gonna be right in front of the downtown Main Street office, which is right downtown. You can't miss it, it's a big green sign, and, we're gonna be there from 1 to 4 p.m., and we're just gonna be handing out Smarties, handing out brochures, bookmarks, pens, everything like that,
Mhm.
and then next Thursday I gotta look at my calendar here. Thursday, the 29th from
Okay.
1 to 4 p.m. will be at Viterbo University, and
Mhm.
we'll be on their college campus. I'm not sure exactly where we're located, but all the booths are just all in a row, and you'll be able to find us there. So
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. I am so happy that we were able to connect and that you're able to come here today and talk to me about the meetings that you have going on. I think it's phenomenal that you have 5 meetings like in a row every day. Like that's awesome to support your participants and clients. So I really appreciate the time that you took to spend with me. Do you have any last words, anything else that you would like to say before we go?
I just think that like recovery is possible. So never give up. And as for being a facilitator, just really think about it because there's a lot of people out there that are in need. So
I love that. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.